let's go back to our gold medal match of the Recurve Cadet Women Division here in Yankton, South Dakota, in the NFAA Eastern Foundation Archery Center, in the center of the world in archery right now. Best archers in the world, junior and cadet, are here in Yankton. A lovely city who has welcomed us very much. We see welcome archers everywhere.
Everywhere. I've never been to a tournament where there's been more support for the event than in Yankton, South Dakota, and I was unexpected, but they've done a great job. I'm really, really pleased with the way the community has come around this event.
Huge involvement in the community, and Bruce Cole, the organizer, the president of NFAA, has done a great job to bring this here, but also a great job during an entire year to mobilize and to involve the community.
Yeah, you can barely go out to dinner without somebody coming up to you and asking you about the archery event.
You're from this archery thing, say thank you for coming.
Welcome
to
coming.
Yankton.
When are you competing? How are you doing? When can we come watch? Has usually been
lovely.
Kind of the it's
everybody
standard progression of the conversation.
Correct. We can meet now the finalists here in the gold medal match, 2 Korean, as is expected very often in Recurve Archery. We have Hyeongseung Sim against Yeajin Hyeong. Of course, I'm not pronouncing these Korean names as well as the previous commentator was George Kim, but
I'm not going to be any help there.
Let's say Miss Sim against Miss Hyeong.
Yeah.
Good. We can see this time they bring 2 coaches. Yesterday we saw 2 Korean archers just with 1 coach.
One coach.
They were sharing the coach. Now each of them have 1 coach. Good start. Both of them.
Doesn't look like they're struggling to find their bearings.
We're talking before about the fast shooting or the smooth shooting. They don't stop. They just keep going. 3 seconds, goes.
Yeah.
Very Korean, very consistent.
Very. The timing, I think, is a huge aspect to their shot.
Both archers has been here in this field. They know very well.
Yep.
Amazing.
That's a good start.
2 to 3 seconds, no hesitation.
Every
no
time,
thinking.
it's really smooth. They don't stop. Really, really smooth shots.
That's no better way to start than 30 for Hyeong and 28 for Sim. Not a bad shot.
Not a bad score at all, but especially for the scores we've seen in the first end of these matches, a 28 would win most of them, but not this one.
Correct. Sim had to eliminate Italian archer with just Chiacherry, when Hyeong has to eliminate Claps to go to the final. It's a very tough competition. We're talking before about the ranking though. We had it all, eh? We have sun and heat, we had wind from the east, wind from the west, then rain, full day.
Yeah. I grew up in the Midwest, so they always say if you don't like the weather, wait a few hours and it'll change, and that's very, very accurate.
Here was wait 1 day. If you don't like the weather, wait tomorrow. It will change.
Exactly. There was a week when I was growing up that it was 70 degrees one day and then it snowed the next day. No joke. That's just the way it works.
Saying. We are missing the snow. It's the only thing we didn't have this week.
I'm glad. It's not fun to shoot in the snow. I've done it.
No, the fingers for recurve archery is very tough. We were talking to John Dudley yesterday. For compounds, it's not so different. You have the releaser and you keep it warm. That's it. But for recurve archery, feeling the string, you don't feel it.
Yeah, it hurts. You need to have hand warmers or heater.
And feeling the grip, you don't feel it. You feel a cold thing in your hand. Yes, there.
Struggling not to touch the bow any more than you have to.
Totally right.
The first 2 nines of the match, this one's went straight high.
Yes. But still keeping a good. Oops, we lost a camera again. We're struggling with our front camera. Time to time, decide to have a rest.
And we'll win 9.
Okay. It's going very fast. They're shooting
very fast.
There's no time even to comment.
Yeah, especially with the timer switching as soon as the other archer releases. You don't have any time. That's when you're shooting in a final like that and you go up against an archer who shoots really fast and you don't shoot really fast, you start to struggle because you think they're shooting fast, the timer's going, I have to shoot fast now. But in reality, you still have the same amount of time to shoot that shot. You just don't have any rest between.
It's
and
excellent
it gets
comment,
draining.
because you feel pressure. You feel like
Yes.
it's pushing you, but in
Exactly.
fact you have your 20 seconds.
Yeah, you have your 20 seconds,
Take your
but
time.
the rest in between is...
It's done. It's gone. You
it's-
don't have it.
No, it's not there. You don't have any time to compose yourself. You just have to do it.
And you get out of your rhythm. You have your breathing, your thinking, getting
Yeah.
ready, and when you start breathing, you have to shoot again.
Yeah, it's
there.
it's hard. It's very hard.
It's a very good point. I think some archers should train this to get fast shooting, because when they face Korean and they shoot so fast, you have just 10 seconds between one arrow and getting the next one done.
If you haven't trained it, you're not going to do well.
And especially as you mentioned, it's a mental thing. You feel you have to shoot fast.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
fact, you have your time. Here we go.
9.
A 9 so far, not missing the yellow at all.
Still low though.
Yes.
Give yourself a couple clicks down and should
9.
have a lot more tens.
Here we see spectators. We have more local people coming. The first one they missed it. And low, they didn't listen. She
First
didn't
one out of the
listen to
goal,
you,
she
no
didn't
click.
listen.
Koreans are hard to move the side. They feel very
Yeah,
much at
there's another
themselves.
hard one.
Yes.
Yep.
I have discussed very often with Korean coaches and archers. They have seen matches that they have the 12 arrows, the 15 arrows in the same
Yeah.
spot, and they don't touch the side.
Yeah.
And say, no, I don't want to touch. I change my feeling. You feel better when you go in the 10. I understand the
Oh,
point.
there it
That's
is.
a very good. She was listening to us.
Yeah, she was listening.
Yes.
I
3-point difference on that set.
I
10-9
think
for Miss Young.
that when you're in a finals venue and
Giving Miss
oh,
Young
regardless
2
of
more
where you are,
sight
if you're grouping off,
points.
I think you need to
Set
move your
point
sight
4.
and figure out why later. You don't have time to figure out why.
Miss Sim shooting first.
I fully agree with you. And this
Obviously,
is-
it's working for them though, so they're both
Yes.
in the gold.
Yes, but Hyeong has 28, when Sim has a 25, a nice group, but
Yeah.
a bit low. So by correcting, we find out later out of the match what's happening, but at least you get 2 points
Yeah.
more. That's put you in the match or alive in the match. Right now it's 4 against 2 for Hyeong, leading the match and going to the next set. Here we see the Eastern Foundation Archery Center. They have several in the United States. Chula Vista is one of them. You will have a new hall very
We
soon.
will have a new home very soon. It's
a huge
exciting.
indoor hall constructed for a long time already.
Yeah, it's been going since 2006. They just broke ground on it last year.
Yes, I think it will be available for October, no? Something like September, October.
I hope so. It's there's 10.
And you will be one of those that benefit of it.
Yeah, yeah. We are all very, very excited to get in that building. It's always windy in the afternoons in Chula Vista, hard to
I
get any
know.
training done.
I've been there and everything is so open that is
Yeah.
from San Diego to Mexico. It's nothing that stops the wind.
On the field in Chula Vista, the wind, if it comes from the east, it'll shoot through the mountains and come across the field really hard.
9.
So on days like that, especially, we're going to be grateful for that building.
Totally right. Eastern Foundation helping to develop archery worldwide, trying to make archery, U.S. archer, better and more competitive, and supporting the growth of the sport.
Yeah, there's with that
Here we
building.
go.
Oh,
She
there
got
you
it.
Young
She
has just won the gold medal for the
got it.
Recurve Cadet
Here
winning
Young
Miss Sim.
make a solid 10 at the end. She needed 10,
Yeah.
and she got it 27-26,
If
giving
you-
the 2 points.
If you look at target 1, there's only one arrow that was high of center
Yep.
this whole match.
Hyeongseung
So
And if you look at target 2, there were only 2 that were low of center the whole match.
Yep, it's clear that she was not touching the sides. Probably she was thinking it was her.
Yep, this is me. And
Yes, it is you, but touch the side and you can
yeah,
focus
touch
on
it,
you.
figure it out later. I mean, it's
If
time
you-
to do it now.
If it was you and you move the side and you correct the shot and it's an 8 high, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
again a 8, but at least you know that you have done something. But
Yeah.
right now you don't know if it was you or was the side.
Yeah.